Frightening pictures from Portugal that must have race car officials rethinking how spectators view this particular kind of road race. 2 people were killed and 30 others injured today when a car overturned, flipped over a guardrail along a mountain race course. The driver walked away unscathed. The race car trials were canceled immediately after the crash. And it appears the heat may be off author Salman Rushdie. A London newspaper says Iran has promised not to send out assassins to kill the writer of the Satanic Verses. The paper says the death sentence issued by the late Ayatollah Khomeini will stand, but that Iran will not, or rather will stop trying to enforce it. Khomeini issued the death sentence in 1989, saying Rushdie blasphemed Islam in his book. Well, this was graduation day at 16 of the state's universities and colleges, and entertainer Barbra Streisand was in town for ceremonies at Brandeis. Thousands of seniors listened to words of encouragement and inspiration as they leave the relative comfort and security of campus life. At Brandeis University, one of Hollywood's brightest stars received something she had never won before, an honorary college degree. Superstar Barbra Streisand nearly brought down the house when she accepted the university's highest honor, an honor that nearly moved her to tears as she talked about what receiving this honorary award meant to her.
This honorary degree means so much to me because my father was a teacher, and he died when I was very young, but I'd just like to say that I'm very proud to be affiliated with this prestigious international university, and I know my father would be proud too. Thank you.
Still ahead on News 4, look up in the sky. Records are falling. The skies of New England filled with people jumping out of perfectly good planes.
All right, and away we go. And you look up in the sky now, you might be seeing some lightning off to the north and west of Boston. Numerous showers and thunderstorms headed our way. Probably will die out before they get here, but we'll talk about it when we come back after the break.
For a large fresh ground McDonald's premium blend coffee.
Yeah, I don't think I have any weaknesses.
You're watching WBZ News 4 on TV 38. Barry Burbank and New England weather. WBZ News 4 continues.
Good evening, everybody. Last night we were talking about a threat of a shower, a thunderstorm, especially north and west of Boston as the afternoon went along. And there's been quite a few of them across southern New Hampshire into northwestern Massachusetts. But what about this week? Well, a preview of summer will continue a good chunk of this week, especially through the mid part of the week. A few showers and thunderstorms, mainly north and west, occurring this evening, but more coming in late Wednesday or Thursday. Let's check it out in Boston right now. As of 10 p.m., the temperature is still high at 64 after getting up to the upper 70s to near 80. The pressure holding about steady, and the wind is out of the south at 15 miles an hour. There's a cold front on its way, and it will still present the threat of a few showers and thunderstorms in the next couple of hours. We have 64s at Worcester all the way down to New York City. It's still 75 there, but it's been cool on the south coast today with that wind coming up across the Atlantic. It's only been the 50s to lower 60s, even a few patches of fog and low clouds. More moisture streaming in from the west coast will ignite another big rain event here in the Central Plains, just what they don't need out there, but it's on the way. Meantime, for us, a little bit of rain in a few spots, a brief downpour in others in the next couple of hours, especially northwest, as we find the cold front now moving into western Massachusetts. This little trough line may come through and trigger off a scattered shower tomorrow up in the mountains, but just here, a scattering of fair weather clouds will be dotting the sky. So the warm air is here. Now, there is some cool air swirling across southern Canada. Most of that is going to continue to swirl right up across southern Canada, so it really is not going to be all that much cooler after this front goes by. But look at the radar, showing some showers now in Worcester County. Been watching the lightning detection system, and most of the lightning is across southern New Hampshire, where it's been for several hours, off and on thunderstorms, a good chunk of the afternoon and the evening, and those continue to move off to the east-northeast. So we have a chance of a shower or a thunder shower here, but most of the action, again, will be the farther north and west of Boston you go. Virtually nothing off to the southeast, where they're having a few patches of low clouds and fog. It'll be a mild night as the winds are now starting to drop off, and the temperature will fall only to about 57 in the city, 51 out of Worcester. And for tomorrow, oh, beauty. Beauty of a day. Sunshine, mainly sunny across southern New England. Some fair weather clouds dotting the sky. Most of the clouds in the mountains where there could be a shower. The temperatures will be up to the low and middle 70s around here. We'll have a gusty west wind. That means it'll be much warmer on Cape Cod tomorrow, except the elbow from Provincetown down to Wellfleet. They were cool there today, but with a west wind, it'll be warm over the main body of the Cape, cool over the islands, but in Boston, 75. And then Tuesday, 80. How about an 86 for Wednesday?
Take it.
Yes, a round of applause. Let's take it. We'll go with a couple of showers of thunderstorms late Wednesday as it tries to cool off on Thursday. But I think we've finally broken that miserable pattern we've seen so much of this spring.
Must have been 1 million people out in the public garden today, too.
It
Great
came out of the
day.
woodwork today.
All right,
yes.
Barry, thank you very much. If you are a Bay State taxpayer, you should know how your hard-earned dollars are being spent on the Big Dig project. This week on News 4, the I-Team investigates.
I'm Joe Bergantino of the Channel 4 I-Team. Millions of your hard-earned tax dollars are being wasted out here on the Big Dig. How and why is it happening, and what can you do about it? Watch the I-Team starting tomorrow at 6 and 11 right here on WBZ TV.
All right, and if you drive into the city on the Southeast Expressway, here's some traffic information that you'll need to know about. The drawbridge at Morrissey Boulevard will be closed all day tomorrow. It became disabled today, and repair work will not be done in time for the morning commute. What a headache. Police officers will be positioned around the area, rerouting traffic and offering advice on alternate routes. Major accomplishments for New England skydivers this weekend. 2 records fell, literally. What you're seeing here is the first ever 54-person skydiving formation in New England, performed at the Pepperell Skydiving Center this morning. The jump breaks the record of 50. Oof. Take my Dramamine just looking at that. What do you have for us tonight, Pablo Bell in Sport?
Like the Red Sox bullpen to me. Got that right. Okay, well, we got a lot of great games today, including this one. If you're a Knicks hater, you're going to love this.
Oh, it were a stormy night, it were. And the waves, they were as tall as buildings. Then, suddenly, crack, one of the waves hit the bow, smashed it a bit. But let go of the wheel, not dog. Right. Then we heard a mayhem.
Didn't we go to school together? You're quite a catch. Hey, what's your sign? I'm a Pisces.
9X. More information, more solutions, more stuff.
Braveheart. Every man dies. Not every man really lives.
Rated R. Starts Wednesday, May 24th at theaters everywhere.
You're watching WBZ News 4 on TV 38. Bob Lobel and New England Sports. WBZ News 4 continues.
So we're sitting here trying to think, if you made a movie about the Red Sox bullpen, what would you call it? Gone with the Wind? Pulp Fiction? Those are 2 offerings for tonight, because for the 3rd straight game, the Red Sox bullpen failed to get the job done. And for this stat, the last 3 games from the 7th inning on, the non-relievers have given up 19 runs. Cleveland wins again today, 12-10. Pretty frightening out in that bullpen today and yesterday and the day before that. Remember the home run that went off Canseco's head last year? We'll check out this fly ball by Carlos Baerga off of Mark Whitten's glove and over the bullpen wall, make it 2-0 in the first. Sox trail 3-1 when Ron Mayhay got his first Major League hit in his first Major League at-bat and his first Major League RBI with that double. Mayhay's been getting the silent treatment from his teammates because he was one of the minor leaguers who played in spring training games. So he indeed had an interesting day, but that ended, at least for the moment, when he scored the tying run on Shumpert's single. All the Sox were there on the steps to shake his hand. Pick it up in the 4th, Sox up 6-4. Mo Vaughn sends one to the screen. His 11th 4-bagger of the year, tops in the majors. Mo's also got a 12-game hitting streak going. 7-4 Sox. 2 teams kept trading runs. Baerga's 2nd homer of the day made it 8-6. But Tim Nearing hit a solo shot in the 7th to put the Sox up 9-6. No problem, right? Nearing 4 for 4. Well, here we go. Stan Belinda gave up an RBI single. Then Ken Ryan surrenders a 2-run shot to Peabody's Paul Sorrento, his 2nd of the day. 9-all in the 8th. What do you think the Red Sox chances were after that? Here comes Jeff Pearson the 9th. 2-2. Gives up 3 runs in the game to the Indians. And Jim Thome, RBI double, gave the Indians a 10-9 lead. And this Manny Ramirez double home 2 more, 12-9 Indians. They go on to win 12-10. The bullpen falls apart again.
What can you say? I mean, we played good baseball, and so did they. We got a lot of timely hits today, and some big hits, and they did too. They just happened to get a few more than we did.
Especially in our house. I mean, we got to win games here. We got to play 8.5 innings and come in with wins. And unfortunately, we haven't gotten the job done the last 3 days, and it's like deja vu threefold.
Well, maybe Pulp Fiction would not be a good title for a movie about the bullpen. Natural Born Killers.
You're right.
Okay, here we go. Cleveland, the Yankees. What'd you say? Kojak. Detroit, Seattle, California, Oakland. Mark McGwire had his 10th home run, and Texas shut out Milwaukee tonight. Atlanta, Philadelphia, Philly, 17-6, best record in baseball. Colorado, Houston, 5-2. Chicago in 13 over the Dodgers. St. Louis over San Fran, 9-7. Spike Lee, all those Madison Square Garden fans couldn't help those Knicks today. Game 7 goes to the Pacers, 97-95, the final. Spike Lee hiding underneath that towel, and Willie should. Please don't put me on TV again. Miller finished with 29 today. Indiana up 74-59, but the Knicks fight back. Oakley to Starks. Pat Riley is fired up. Here's Oakley to Starks. Here we go. On the sideline, the Knicks make a big comeback. Riley's fired up. Knicks down just 5 after 3. What a game by Indiana's Rick Smits. Under 2 minutes to play, nails a jumper. Smits had 19, Pacers up by 5. One last chance for New York. What a look Ewing has here. Down with 5 seconds to go, Ewing, all he has to do is lay it in for the tie. It bounced out. Wow. Ewing can't believe it. Pacers win, 97-95. They'll meet Orlando in the Eastern Finals. Ewing called the moment the most disappointing moment in his career. Indiana, game 1 at Orlando on Tuesday. Ewing had 29 points, but he's done for the season. Double whammy for those New York sports fans today. Double whammy. The Rangers lost in overtime down in Philadelphia. How good is Eric Lindros? Pick it up in the 3rd. Flyers down 3-2, and check out the pass by Lindros. Between the defender's legs to LeClaire. John Legault out of the University of Vermont had a hat trick. Tied at 3. Flyers take a 4-3 lead, but under 30 seconds to play, the Rangers strike from the goal cam. Great view, Pat Verbeek ties it at 4-all in the last minute of play, and they're going into overtime.
McTavish wins it back. Desjardins moving in. Desjardins shot, he scores!
Desjardins, second of the game, 5-4 the final at the Spectrum. So, the Knicks lose by 2. The Rangers lose by 1 in overtime. How bad can it get in New York? Western semis between the Wings and the Sharks. San Jose knocked Detroit out of the playoffs last year. And they haven't forgotten Coffey gives Detroit a 2-0 lead after 2, and then the Wings with a 2-on-1. Fedorov to Doug Brown out of Southborough in B.C. His first goal of the playoffs. Detroit blows out the Sharks 6-0. You'll be seeing a lot more of that before this is over. More hockey. On to Chicago we go. The other Western Conference semifinal. Canucks and Blackhawks. Second period, Trevor Linden, Vancouver with a shot. Belfort with a stick save. But take a look. His stick is clearly behind the goal line. Come on. Refs review the play. 1-0 Vancouver. But the Blackhawks would tie it in the 3rd. Amonte to Dennis Savard, who slips it by Kirk McLean. Game tied at 1. They're heading into overtime right now, even as we speak. So that's it. We've settled it. Natural Born Killers, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Quick run on Broadway.
No kidding. All right. Bob Lobel, thank you very much. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We will see you next weekend. Have a great week, everyone.
Real stories of the Highway Patrol.